Okay, we can safely say that a better CI rating can only be triggered by the implementation of energy efficiency measures, but largely by the optimization of vessel performance. So, how to understand whether to go for A or B rating rather than C or D rating? So this is very much depending on interaction between markets and regulations. What we have seen so far is that in short term, the willing and let's say the demand of operational efficiency will be driven by the prevailing market scenarios, so a tight market and an oversupply. In D'Amico, we strongly believe that prior to implement any draconian measures, we like to focus our attention on those projects with a swift payback. So by enhancing the optimization of energy efficiency, and always have a look to those technologies, new technologies that can boost the achievement of our decarbonization objectives. So for sure, in the mid and long term, charters are willing to pay a premium in order to hire tonnage with a high rating. So we didn't see very much market impact so far, but what we can expect is that at the end of this running year, when ratings are becoming official, decarbonization stragglers really start to bite. Decarbonization is clear that will be the huge game changer in next years. And what is making the things very complicated is that there are a lot of changing elements moving together, so very difficult to anticipate and to predict. The bottom line for us is to understand that there is a monumental amount of data that we can potentially handle and that are still are recognized, so that are interpreted and so that are recorded. And this is a lost amount of data that for our schemes, both technical and operational. In the vast digitalization mechanism we are yet to leverage, big data is, we believe, is one of the flywheel where the analysis of performance has the duty to give answers in order to optimize operational processes. And together with digitalization initiatives, helps to reduce, let's say, group operational direct costs, and of course meeting the, let's say, the decarbonization targets, both for corporates and for regulatory body. We don't know yet whether it is soon through the EU forthcoming regulations or later with the consequences of IMO strategies, but we think that knowing your emissions, interpreting well your emissions is not only a matter of legal compliance, but is also business critical. So our paradigm is, on which we have based our strategy, is planning, monitoring and corrective action. That is basically what IMO is asking in order to keep your indicator under check. By setting standard operational metrics and schemes in order to monitor, benchmark and evaluate your let's say your valuable energy management. So you will be able to understand where you are in terms of reduction capacity of carbon footprint, so relevant, let's say, relevant operational costs. Of course, the good identification and implementation of new technologies will give you a chance to speed up this optimization process. But what is very challenging in next years is that you need to select those technologies, net zero or near net zero, in order to put on board an efficiency for 5 striving to 10% of total energy you are spending on board by 2030. So time is short, and the obvious risk is that technology providers and fuel producers are not taking any action before they don't see any implementing act coming in force. So, this potential delay will make 2030 target very difficult to acquire. As industry, our duty is to raise our hands, to give a clear demand to those partners in order to set the speed and routes of technology implementation. But on the other hand, we need the support of governments, logistic infrastructures in order to really put this energy on board. As green corridor solutions are not helping very much because very much depending on the trade you are dealing with. Really, it was a good seminar. Many players in the same room, so different perspective. The things are changing. The planning of new contract is not only, let's say, driven by commercial. It's not driven by the commercial side, but is also driven by operational efficiency, energy efficiency. So there should be a good interaction. So it's good that in these 2 days we had a chance to share our opinion, and really we are lucky to get some good insights, and we can't wait to implement these good insights also in our metrics.